What's up, party people? How's it going? Maverick, Puppyplex, first name. Scott Knight. What's up, gang? How are we doing today? Can you hear me okay? I feel like the computer's far away. This is going to be loud. All right. What's going on? Oh, I know one thing I definitely wanted to do. Someone was asking, sorry if I forget the name, they wanted to see Nightwolf's weapons on Gunslinger Spawn. So I might as well do that real quick while we're just kind of hanging out. Dom Life, what's going on? How's everybody doing? Feels like it's been kind of back to normal week, with a couple new reviews. I've had plenty of the posing videos, shorts. I always forget to call them shorts. Prime Boy, what's going on? Let me pull up that question so I know who is asking it, because that's. Okay, it was Mr. Santana who was asking, can you show Gunslinger Spawn with Nightwolf's accessories? Anybody else? I know a bunch of you are getting some of this new stuff that's starting to show up, with GameStop and everything. So where are you guys all caught up with? I know people got Man Bat before I did. Sometimes when they say those, you get, hey, hurry up and check it out, because on GameStop they're shipping Man Bat, right? So you go there and you get your order in, and they are shipping, but sometimes it feels like well, they just maybe had a few cases that went out first, and the other people have to wait. Classic Predator, what's going on? Yeah, Maverick, I tend to go with Amazon too, because I don't like paying for shipping. They usually come through in a fairly reasonable amount of time, but sometimes when Amazon says something's shipping in August, and you find GameStop or CMD store or one of those places, Big Bad Toy Store, they've got stuff in stock, yeah, I'll take the hit. I'll pay $5. Hey, this could actually be pretty cool with some paint if you wanted to paint these. Figure out a way to get that on the back there with that somehow. Yeah, I think it'd look good, or even maybe crossing the other way, making an X kind of. Can we do that? I don't know, maybe. Yeah, if you want to paint this, there's tons of great detail. Even the bowstring is sculpted. Q Silver, how's it going? Hambone. What's happening, folks? Finner, hey, what's up? Dom Life, I'm really, really loving this infected Batman. He's just fun. He's just plain fun. When I first saw the pictures, I was like, yeah, kind of cool, but man, that green is a lot. But I think he's amazing. Actually, I forgot to point it out in the review, and it was Ink Drop Customs mentioned it just today in a comment on that review, the 66 style belt. I really, really love that. God, that face is out of sight. I love this. I love it. Yeah, I mean, I would advise it. Somebody just commented that they keep picking theirs up, and I said in the review that I probably was just gonna be putting them in one pose and leaving them at that and not playing with them, quote unquote, a ton. But actually, yeah, I might be picking this guy up pretty often and messing with him. Vagabond, how's it going? Hey, Victor. Oh, Legend of Light. Yeah, I haven't seen any other. I haven't watched any other reviews yet. I try as hard as I can to not watch the reviews until I have it, just so I'm not kind of people say things you don't realize they become kind of earworm ideas. I don't necessarily want to be. I don't want to be copying what other people are saying, or kind of, or I don't want to be stealing or repeating whatever other thoughts are out there. I'm more interested in seeing if if the things I say, if other people end up kind of saying the same thing, or if they have different, opinions. That's kind of the main element. I just don't want to be too swayed. And the other thing, I've said it before, is like part of the reason I don't do those sort of breaking news type videos is I want to really think about it and talk about it when I have it in my hand, not speculatively beforehand and get sort of talked out about the figure before I even have it. I just kind of want to wait, save my ideas and impressions until I'm really looking at the thing. Dom Life, you mentioned Grifter being at your GameStop. This guy's awesome. I'm a little torn though, as far as like, do I need another one? Because this guy is definitely just has fodder pieces that I'm definitely going to be using to make some henchman goon figures. But do I also do I need a Grifter? Because man, if Todd starts putting out maybe older image characters and stuff like that, this guy would be good to have. But I'm also just sort of like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to start getting rid of some of these. Some of them are going to be hard to part with, but you just got to make some room. You know what I mean? Just can't keep them all here. There's only so much room to sort of keep stuff, right? And I do want to continue picking up most of the new ones, so maybe we got to part with some stuff. Gabzilla, what's up, Matthew? Hey, how's it going? Gabzilla, you're digging the shirt. Appreciate that. I can't remember where hang on, let's find out. Oh, I think it was this Instagram account. I'm pretty sure it was this account, Pentagram Peter Pan, where they do, it's one of those like places where they do kind of 48-hour drops. They open up pre-orders and then print however many shirts people pre-ordered, do that kind of thing. Q Silver, you weeded your figures down to 6. Yeah, sometimes you got to just go. You need a sort of radical reset. First name, you're being selective. Yeah, I'm gonna I'm definitely not gonna. I say definitely. I'm most likely not gonna be picking up the Injustice stuff anymore. It's just not my my preferred sort of source material. I don't really love very many of the character designs from Injustice, even though that Green Arrow looks really dope. I'll wait for a comic version. Who did I see? Maverick, you were talking at the beginning. Any good diorama pieces? Do you have any tips? What are you thinking? Are you talking sort of like bases and building type things, or are you talking like trash cans and dumpsters and stuff like that? Because I think the trick of a good dio is having just a good combination of sort of pre-made stuff that you cobble together from, whether you're picking up that NECA sort of building facade street scene, or if you just go into Goodwill and you find I don't know, Fisher Price Imagine Next little thing, and it looks kind of cool. It has some like sculpted plastic brick wall or something like that you want to paint. You start with something like that, something that's pre-made, and then you start adding your own bits of crap to it. Whether it's you take little plastic bags and tie them into little sort of trash bags and things like that and strew those about. Yeah, Maverick. The buildings, that NECA has that street front thing, and they've released it a few times. I don't know if it's something that's just available basically all the time. And then if you check out, here's another one. This guy sent me a little dio piece to review. But if you check out on Instagram, Would You Kindly Studios, amazing, like homemade, made out of foam and stuff, dio pieces. A lot of them are made to fit these IKEA cabinets specifically, but he's got alleyways, dojos, rocky terrain, all kinds of stuff. Pretty affordable pricing, in my opinion, given quality and just the craftsmanship it takes to make that kind of stuff. One thing I was thinking, I even pulled some because we're talking about weeding down, trimming down the collection. Sort of, I've already grabbed some and sort of identified ones that I could part with. And we were talking about this last week on the stream. You guys probably know, everybody in here probably knows, I'm launching a Kickstarter in a couple weeks, and it's going to launch with, it's the Kickstarter's for the comic book that I've made. The Kickstarter is going to launch with 2 tiers, a digital copy and a physical copy. And I want to let that run for a week or 2 at least. But then I think after a couple weeks, I want to open up another tier for specifically, like, for From Before Figs fans, where you could own a figure from the From Before archives that's been featured in a review. I'll sign one of these little hockey pucks with it, included with it. Not going to charge an arm and a leg for them, but I thought maybe there might be some interest. You guys want to just have one on your shelf that you knew that was featured on the channel, be that much more part of the family, if you know what I mean. So, and when we were talking about it last week, I was like, yeah, maybe I'll do that for the second Kickstarter. I keep having these ideas, and then for some reason I say, oh, that's going to be for the second one. I need to use the ideas now. You know what I mean? But don't keep them in my back pocket. Just go for it. So yeah, that will be. I got to figure out shipping costs and stuff. I don't think it's going to be too crazy, and it would be sort of. It would be like. it would come with all the other rewards, obviously, right? It wouldn't just be, if you want to figure, it will come with the book as well. But if you're hearing that, you're digging that idea, you want to maybe get in on that, don't wait until I release those to back it. If you know what I mean. If you can back it at the beginning, and then once that new tier opens up, you can just change your pledge, right, to the different tier. Hoping there's, I'm just hoping there's good, at least a little bit of movement, right out the gate. You know what I mean? But those of you that are considering supporting it, or are wanting to get behind it, truly appreciate it. This, in my mind, is sort of I've taken, this is not like a separate thing. This is kind of hand in hand with this channel, and it is, the things are happening in concert. It's not like a little separate thing. You guys asking about it and being interested in it in the first place was what spurred me to think maybe, a Kickstarter might be possible. So. Yeah, Puppyplex, once that new Martian Manhunter comes out, that'll be the one that I need. I'll be able to let the other one go. The main thing is, as far as like weeding out my collection, is I owe you guys a updated Batman ranking at some point. So I didn't really want to get rid of any Batman. But, certain ones that you guys know my opinions about, the ones that aren't just aren't going to be high on my list. I could probably let those go because the next Batman ranking video, I want it to be a series of videos and be a bracket style. So we'll see how big the bracket gets. Is it going to be 32? Is it going to be more than that? Hey, thanks for watching from Holland. Forgive me if I've said your name incorrectly. Finner, you're thinking about trying to flesh out some characters you made, turn them into a comic. So I'm going to definitely talk a little bit more about my sort of experience and putting it together, because I know there are plenty out there that are wanting to do similar things, and it's very difficult, very challenging to sort of figure out the workflow, the logistics of that, because I'm writing and drawing the story pages, so there's kind of this going back and forth between like writing the script that is then meant to be broken into pages, and how much of this script can fit on this page, and you want to draw out, you want to draw out every scene, and you want to have each sort of page be kind of leading you into the next one, and not that sort of thing. So there's just a lot of complex sort of chip away at this part, move over here, chip away at that, and a lot of, at least in the way that I did it. But really, I approached it the same way I would any other writing project, which is just to, first off, just start a doc, a Google Doc or whatever, where it's like, I'm just write down every random stray idea that you have related to the topic. Just get it all down there. Everything you possibly can. Every detail, and it doesn't have to be organized or anything. Just get it all out there. Then you make a new one. You make a new doc, and then you try to sort of organize and congeal as much of that as you can. and you'll start to sort of see, some of these random ideas that are just listed individually. Oh, maybe they can start to be combined and coalesce into something that resembles a story, right? Yeah, Dom life. Trying to keep it going, doing stuff independently as much as I can, which is always kind of been something I've done. Is I'm just somebody that wants to make stuff and all different kinds of stuff. And part of it, maybe a blessing and a curse, is that I struggle to just kind of continually focus on doing the same thing forever and ever. So many people that do creative work, they just kind of funnel into one thing and they become super experts at just that. I struggle to do that. I I unfortunately, I think I'm kind of good at a lot of things. I'm that's false modesty. I'm a competent creative person. But I just, yeah, I just bounce around and I just want to solve problems, like that Spawn Dreamhouse commercial. I just spent so much time figuring out how to re- take a video that I made, recorded digitally, and edited in Adobe and used After Effects, and then put that on a VHS tape and age it and degrade it with the physical media, and then take that tape back to digital. It took so much time to figure out, and it's actually a technique I've done several times since, and every time I do it, I have to figure out a new way to do it, because either the device I used last time, that they don't support it anymore and it doesn't work with current OSs, and just stuff like that. So that's just, solving weird workflow kind of problems that only I care about is just kind of my calling, I guess. Yo, Marky, what's up? Whacker, what's going on? Samo, I pre-ordered the classic Martian Manhunter. No movement from Target yet. No, Nomad. I am gonna probably be keeping all the Dark Knights and death metal stuff. Those are just too much in my wheelhouse. Even if they're not all currently prominently featured, those are probably gonna stay with me. Hey, George, what's up? Thanks for watching from up north. Hey, Q Silver, go charge your phone. We'll see you later. Hubbyplex, thank you. You thought that was a real Spawn commercial. That was the goal. That Spawn Dreamhouse commercial. It's just, it's a silly, like 45-second long little video made with toys and stuff, but it's one of my favorite things I've ever made in my life, which is really silly. I've done a lot, bigger and grander sort of things, but of everything I've ever done, that was like the closest a project has ever come to being exactly what I pictured it in my head. Yeah, Morky, those new gold labels, they look out of sight. It's weird that we're seeing the gold labels first, but they look so good that I might be content to just get the gold label versions of those figs and just call it a day. Oh, Sky Knight, yeah, I got you covered there. You will, yeah, and actually, because that thing I'm talking about with parting with some of these figures for the Kickstarter, I'm certain that so many of you are going to be the folks like you that are showing up right now, and that I kind of talk to more directly and more frequently. So get, when that all happens, I'll give you all a chance to kind of get with me and give me any, I can't promise any specific, ones, but if you have a preference, I'll do the best I can to hook you guys up with something that you definitely want. You know what I mean? I just remember, hang on. Last time we were in here, I just started pre-writing a bunch of Rogues Gallery members during this, because the truth is that the folks will be showing up for this. You tend to be the most involved anyway, and are the ones at the front of the line for the next Rogues Gallery entry. So I might as well just pre-make a bunch of these while we're hanging out. Oh, Whacker Maker. Suggestion for True Grit texture supplies. Oh, those are Photoshop brushes. Do you know if those work in Procreate? Doing the comic was sort of a project to teach myself Procreate specifically, and really one of the biggest hurdles was figuring out, I was just like doing digital color and that sort of kind of digital painting, Photoshop style color treatments. Big struggle for me. I have no experience with that. So really, unfortunately, since I did all the artwork for the Drop Shadow comic, I've gotten a lot more sort of a better understanding of how to do that sort of digital color style that is less about the sort of soft brushes and more about seeing the strokes of the textured strokes of the digital brushes. So yeah, I'll check those out, because yeah, I'm starting to wrap my head around it. Yeah, that's the other thing about the comic. It's kind of just learning how to do a lot of things for the first time. I feel good about how it came out, but I was doing a lot of this stuff for the first time. So, but that's the thing. That's the thing about making stuff, folks. If you're out there and you're like, man, I got ideas. I got things I want to do, stuff I could create. I want to do it anyway. Just make the damn thing. There's so many people out there making a living or getting their ideas made or doing creative stuff that are not, they're not geniuses. They're barely competent, some of them, and they've figured out how to do it. So don't be, just do it. Just put it out there. There's plenty of time to doubt yourself and all that, but you need the experience making the thing, so that maybe down the road, when you do have the perfect idea, well, at least you got a little bit of experience, right? Legend, Backyard Legend, how's it going, my friend? Yoy, I'm glad you're excited about it. I'm pretty stoked too, I think it's gonna go well. I'm pretty confident. I have I've made the goal, I think, very achievable, and the Kickstarter will be successfully funded if 200 people purchase the physical copy. So that's not a gigantic, I don't think, number. Oh, Yeezy. Right now the physical copy is US only. I do want to figure out how to open it up and make international shipping available. It might not be available as soon as the campaign launches, but yeah, just get with me and we'll figure out how to make that happen. I'm glad you asked, because I did want to bring that up, because I know there's a lot of international viewers, and I definitely don't want you to be feel left out, feel like you're screwed over. You know, I want everybody that is enthusiastic and excited about it to be able to get it. The other thing I'm considering is like the Kickstarter has been designed, as far as the math goes, to print 250 copies, and I might just go ahead and out of pocket, like just while I'm putting that order in, maybe get an extra couple hundred or so, you know, because the more you get, the price goes down. So I might, you know, take that opportunity to get some extras made and be able to distribute those beyond the campaign as needed, you know. So Gabzilla, you're wanting to get one in the Philippines. All right. Well, I'll keep you guys posted for sure. It's probably gonna, when the campaign launches, it's probably gonna be US only. If you want to maybe, you know, maybe back the just the PDF, the digital PDF version, and then just get with me and we'll figure out how to make it work. But I'll probably just end up making international shipping available as a separate tier. The main thing, I was trying to set it up to do it from the get-go, and all the information I was getting as far as like doing international shipping, like I couldn't get quotes unless I was putting in the specific sort of country of delivery, and you know that there's so many hundreds of potential countries of delivery that it was very, you know, it's just like, where do you even start as far as figuring this stuff out? So hey Clayton, what's up? Oh, I'm glad you're digging the shirt. George, is it serious cash to get comics printed? It's not. It depends on what you're trying to do, but kind of. I'm getting like 10 copies made just as sort of print of proofs. The place I'm going through, I could have just got, you know, you could do whatever kind of order you want. If you wanted to just get one copy made, it would probably cost me like $50, which that's just silly. So I was, you know, I started just kind of playing around with numbers, and I saw I could get 10 copies for like $70, you know, which that'll be good to have. Just kind of, I haven't made the Kickstarter video yet because I want the physical copy in my hand. There will be a video for this channel that'll drop on the day that the Kickstarter launches, where I'll kind of be holding it in my hand for the first time. Like I'll record that when I get it out of the box for the first time. You get the idea. Anyway, as the number of copies you want go up, the price per copy goes down, right? So the amount of copies that I am going to get printed for the Kickstarter, it's not the lowest cost per copy that it could potentially be, you know. If there was more demand for it and it was worth getting 5,000 copies made, you know, then we'd be looking at a very, very inexpensive cost per copy. But because you're getting 5,000, you're not going to spend. You're not going to spend less than $1 an issue, I don't think. Even at that number, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I haven't run all those, but you know how it is. It's not cheap. It's not cheap because you're buying hundreds of something. You know what I mean? Yeah, Dom Life CDs and vinyl. You have experience getting that kind of stuff made with your music and stuff. Have you gone through all that? Hey, Clayton, thanks for hanging out while you could. Good to see you. Dom Life, that's dope. Do you what's your Dom Life, do you have kind of like a home studio setup? Do you have like a crew where you guys have have your laboratory set up, or how are you doing your thing, Filling out the wall of fame here. Okay, Ian. Yeah. If you want to, if you're back the digital copy at first, and then if you're trying to get a physical copy, just we'll talk about it in the future. We'll have solutions for that. I know there's quite a few of you that are not in the U.S., and I don't want you to be left out at all. You guys want to see a sneak peek at the next little 360 posing video? The next one's a little Muhammad Ali action there. The greatest. The shorts, the posing videos have been really fun to do. That is, I just, you guys know how much I love posing and playing with the figures. So to have a little outlet for that, and it seems like you folks are watching them and enjoying them. So I'm digging those. Hey, Maverick, thanks for hanging out. Good to see you. Dom Life, you got home set up. Everybody's got, yeah. That's cool. Yeah. So you can just bang stuff out and whenever you want. Legend, you're asking for the stuff that I use to the sculpting material. I'll send it. I'll pull this up and I'll send it to you on Instagram. Because oh man, I think Backyard Legend, when you start messing with this stuff, I think you're gonna have a fun time with it. I'm gonna send you one link, but you can get this in different colors. And Sugru is what it's called. It's this stuff that you open up the package and you basically have 30 minutes or so before the stuff starts to harden and set. Yeah, let me send you this. Where's the stupid share? How do I share this? Sharing the link. Oh, my Amazon app is bugging. Dom Life, no known radius. That's the crew. Do you guys have a like a group page or anything? Follow you guys. Tyler, the Kickstarter is going to launch on June 6th. I think it's 2 weeks from today. Wednesday, 2 weeks from today, and it's going to end on a Friday. I think the first Friday of August. So it'll be up for 30 days. Okay, and I'm sending this to Backyard Legend. Where you at? Let me know. All right, Backyard Legend. Subaru Scent. Oh, hey, Dom Life. I know you were I saw you mention these stands. Do you know? Are you up on these? Obitsu brand, and I found them on Amazon. Obitsu. These are freaking awesome. They do have a tendency. This will happen quite a bit. Is they'll break like this. But you put them together yourself, and every single time I put one together, I have a shitload of extra pieces. Different lengths. You can make it, very tall. So they break and snap. It's not that big of a deal. I just, put it back together. You assemble them yourself, with a little screwdriver. Appreciate it, Backyard Legend. Appreciate all you folks that are interested in the comic book, man. That's amazing. I've said it. I already said it. You probably heard me say it, but like when I started doing that comic, I didn't have this audience. You know what I mean? And I didn't start this channel with the idea of like, oh, if I get people to watch my toy videos, then they'll buy my comic. It just kind of happened. You go with your gut, things work out. Go with your gut, put yourself out there, chase after whatever it is you're trying to do, man. Good things happen. AD, is it easy to balance with the figure stands that I got from Amazon? It kind of just depends on the figure. It depends on how the figure's weighted. Are they top heavy? Long story short, kind of, yes. And then if you've seen some of those posing videos that I do, sometimes you'll see a camera angle and you'll see that these stands have blue sticky tack underneath them because they're not quite. They're wanting to maybe tip or whatever. Yeah, I mean those the posing stuff. It takes as long as it takes. Some stuff it just kind of falls into place and it looks great. Sometimes it's a real struggle. Yeah, Puppyplex. That's kind of what I was thinking. The toys and the comics, they kind of go hand in hand. I think that's a logical. Yo, D Sniper, what's happening? Vagabond, thanks for hanging out. Good to see you. Fill out a few more of these. Oh, that one's bad. No good. D Sniper, what's going on? Anything new with you? The 5,000 subscriber video I did kind of a updated shelf tour. I don't know that there's really a ton of worthwhile stuff, beyond kind of the content in those earlier shelf tours and stuff. Goop House, what's up? Hey, Jersey Lance, how's it going? Yeasty, yeah, I love Marvel Comics. Oddly, I'm in a lot of ways kind of a bigger Marvel fan overall than I am a DC fan. I'm a bigger Batman fan than I am a Marvel fan. But I'm a bigger Marvel fan than I am a DC fan. As far as toys, not so much. you know, as far as just like being more familiar with the comics, the characters, um, and I mean, like Marvel, I know a lot more about the deep roster. You know what I mean? When it's DC stuff, beyond like the main kind of Justice League and their main sort of villains, my sort of my my lore knowledge drops off significantly once we get past Batman. Oh, bananas! That's a great idea for a Martha Wayne Joker to go with Thomas Wayne Batman. I would love that. Um, you know, I just don't. I tend to not keep that sort of like wish list, extensive wish list sort of things because it just I don't know. I guess I kind of just set myself to be disappointed when I do that as part of it. Oh man, yeah, Whacker Maker, you're speaking my language. Vertigo. If we could get some work Vertigo stuff, that would be what's up. How long have we been going? About 45 minutes. Do you go ahead and just say, hey, say what's up if you're in here when you're watching right now. Say, let me know you're in here so that we can do a rogues gallery, and I can do it for somebody that's in the room at the moment. Yeah, D Sniper. I do like. I think DC's approach to. I know it's like it kind of gets redundant where they reset themselves all the time. You know, with Infinite Crisis and Infinite etc. and all that. But yeah, in general, as far as the DC's approach to the inevitable sort of redundant, convoluted continuity of decades worth of storytelling, you know, I think they handle it better. The the Disney Plus stuff, the quality of the Disney Plus stuff is kind of just turned me off a bit. I want to watch Obi-Wan and I want to watch Miss Marvel and I want to watch Hawkeye, which I didn't even finish, you know, and I want to watch even She-Hulk, but it's just like, I try to give them a chance and they just don't quite get there for me, which is too bad because I mean the movies are still kicking ass. Doctor Strange kicked all kinds of ass. Eternals was pretty decent. I liked Shang-Chi a lot. Um, yeah. Yeah, Puppyplex. I wish we could see some Savage Dragon, some Image characters. We ready for this game? We're gonna do this. Who's it gonna be? Today's From Before Figs Rogues Gallery entry. Whacker Maker. Whacker Maker, thanks for turning up so much lately. It's always good to see you. Appreciate you hanging out and just jumping in, saying what's up, making friends with the old crew. You know. Let's hear it for Whacker Maker. Put him on the list. Put him on the board. I mean, keep doing some. Fill out a few more here for some folks that still need to. The The Rogues Gallery's gotten so big, I have to keep checking. I'm like, do they have one yet? Am I missing some? No? All right. And you know, folks, if you've been watching and hanging out and you are worrying, thinking maybe, oh, have I slipped through the cracks? Has he forgotten about me? Send me a message on Instagram or whatever. I don't want anybody to like slip through the cracks. It's just I don't have like a spreadsheet, you know. So just let me know. Just give me a nudge. I want everybody to get included. Whacker Maker. Do I have a favorite comic artist? You're a Warren Johnson fan. I'm a huge fan of Scud the Disposable Assassin, which was created by Rob Schraub. He's a great artist. He's not really a comic artist in the sense that, I mean, he's gone on to do different things. He drew his own comic, and that was it. So other than him, I love Sean Murphy. I think Capullo is the GOAT, actually. Oh yeah, Whacker Maker, definitely love Frazetta. Let's see. Who am I not thinking of? I mean, Sean Murphy right now is really, really crushing it, I think. And I think Capullo is the GOAT for me. I'm going to say those guys for now. I'll think about it. Hey, Ian, thanks for hanging out, my friend. Good to see you. Yeah, Jim Lee. Jim Lee is pretty tremendous. I mean, I hate to say it, but I do like that kind of just traditional sort of comic style artwork. Jim Lee is kind of I mean even like Casada when he was drawing before he started drawing everybody really big and chunky and square. Like when he did that Kevin Smith Daredevil storyline, man, that's some of the best looking comic art. In my opinion, just for my taste, that's my jam. Like, and so much of the of what I see in my mind's eye when I think of certain Batman characters and stuff, I see Neil Adams, but it's not like he's one of my just favorite artists as far as the storylines, of the comics that he drew. You know what I mean? That's part of it for me is like, okay, do I also like the art and I also like the story in a significant way? Goddamn, I keep running out of room on these. Yeah, Tim Sale. Tim Sale was way up there. Oh no, Puppyplex. I'm sorry. You're getting some bad news today. Yeah, Tim Sale, man. Can you believe that shit? Is Yeezy still in here? I don't know if I'm saying that the wrong way. Yeezy, you said you're from Chile. Are you the one that hit me up? About the 3D render of Drop Shadow. Is that you? Is it Jeezy? Or I don't want to. I hate to be saying your name the wrong way. Basically, man, I wanted to mention this earlier, but I didn't want to like speak, before I got a chance to talk to you more. Jeezy in here hit me up today. He's a badass 3D artist. Can I show them this stuff? Hit me up asking about doing a render of Drop Shadow, which would be so freaking awesome. It would be so cool. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Yes, easy. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, Yeezy, I wasn't sure. Sometimes, I'm either the specific country of origin. I don't know all, every single little quirk. I don't want to assume that. Yeah, you know what I mean. You got to see this guy's work. Freaking badass stuff, man. How dope would that be? I mean, I don't know. Especially if we could figure out a way to maybe get some of this stuff like 3D printed. Freaking dope. And it is. Can you see the username? Dope. So yeah, I'll get back with you, buddy. I'll get back with you about that about your message, because I would love to see something like that for Drop Shadow. Would be amazing. Hey Jay, what's up? Well, is that true, Finner? Is Gen 13 is DC? What? Really? Hey, Pixel Junkie, thanks for watching. Appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, I don't know what it would take to do that, to go from you see if he's working in like ZBrush or whatever 3D rendering like software. 3D is something I have very, very little experience with firsthand, because I work in video and animation and stuff. So I do have a lot of friends that they work in 3D animation, and they have areas of expertise within that realm, but it's a very complicated sort of practice for discipline. and I just haven't. Yeah, I haven't messed with that realm of artistry myself. Tyler, appreciate that. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are excited for it. I know it's it's one of these things where it's like I'm gonna be plugging the hell out of it for a couple months here to come, and I know that not everybody it's not gonna appeal to everybody. So I'm trying not to just be so completely preoccupied with it, but it's hard not to because I'm really stoked about it. And you guys keep egging me on because you are stoked too. So I'm thrilled. I'm beyond thrilled. I was messing with a pose here. Let me see. I wanted to get Nightwolf battling Cabal here for a 360 pose video. So the idea here is that what I'm trying to do is as if Nightwolf has hooked Cabal's kind of hooks here, and he's pulling him into a knee kick here. This is what I'm trying to do, but it's to get Nightwolf in the air is the tricky. As simple as this. It could be. Yeah, Tyler, Drop Shadow is my baby. Yeah, it's true. I mean the path I have chosen is one of I won't be having kids of my own. My creations are my purpose. That worked out. I was struggling with this for a minute. I think that's probably going to be about it. Did we communicate that he's pulling him into that jumping kick? I think that's kind of cool. All right, so that'll be one. This guy is Fig of the Year contender, folks. I know he's definitely top heavy, and the knees and the ankles are a little loose. You can see him wanting to kind of tip, but the guy will stand up. Let's see. I know. We need to do what we need to do. I know some folks have asked for a blackwash tutorial. I'm definitely going to do that. What do we think about doing just some sort of posing 101 sort of videos? Because I get a lot of comments and people are like, what's your advice and stuff? And not to be a jerk. I'm not saying this to be judgmental. I see people post photos and a lot of them have 200 figures that are all just standing like this, shoulder to shoulder. You know what I mean? And they're showing up in the in the forums in the groups, and they're saying, oh, why don't they have articulation? And they have 300 fucking action figures standing here doing this. You know what I mean? So I want to help, basically. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say that in a like judgmental way. I see comments like, what is it? What's the trick? And I feel like um I'm not, I swear to God, I'm not saying this in a condescending way. Yeah, it's fairly simple. I think it's pretty simple. Some people just kind of need a little push to start thinking about it in a different way. And, one of those things is just this, I don't know how else to explain it. You got to let the thing tell you what it wants to do. Where is the weight at? Where's it sitting? Is it sitting way up here? Is it sitting in there? Is their center of gravity right here in the kind of like crotch, the way it is like a human? You know what I mean? Just stuff like that. And stuff like, you know what? I showed this a second ago, and it photo reference. You know what I mean? I just look, that's based on a, famous piece of iconography, Muhammad Ali. And that's not the most ambitious pose in the world, but you know what I mean? Use what's sort of images are kind of, there are images floating around in your brain, famous iconography. There's a reason whenever there's a sort of a tough, like strong female character, you're going to see somebody do the Rosie the Riveter sort of image with that character, because everybody gets that's in their head. There's this elemental sort of thing. Jay, I don't think you can quite make an X. I don't think that it's going to be quite what you're. Maybe. Well, you know what? It's not really what I would consider an X, It gets him pretty close, considering how far his shoulders, Yeah, and it's the sort of, the stuff I have in mind for the posing videos. It's probably stuff you've heard from me already. It's not any sort of like crazy mind blowing thing. It's just kind of the stuff we talk about and that I've said before. Google image search. Act out the pose. Not just the. Here's the thing. Act out not just the pose. Act out the whole motion. You know what I mean? Because if you want to have Batman swinging a sword, and you want to have him in this moment of frozen in this moment of time, what is he doing before and after? Because that sort of informs, where the person is holding their weight, where's their center of gravity. Yeah, Puppyplex, absolutely. Just duplicate a comic book page all the time. Yeah. And then sometimes you get there and you're like, okay, the figure doesn't do exactly that, or maybe the artist, even they weren't completely obeying the laws of physiology, anatomy. You just use it as a springboard, or you're like, well, can I get close, or can I get maybe a variation on that? And it takes patience, really. The things don't just automatic. Oh my God, guys, the amount of times that I have something takes just the finest little ship in a bottle, little adjustment, and it's perfect, and then it falls over and it moves every single freaking thing. And yeah, dude, I have the videos I post are like, wow, that looks so cool. It's effortless. It's amazing. Dude, if you saw me in here just like screaming, you would Oh man, and there's so many of them that like yeah. There not so many, but there's definitely a few that I've tried to do and that will never see the light of day because I'm just like I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm done with toys. Oh, what else is new, folks? Yeah, I need to get on those, especially while I think we're still kind of in a place where it's like we might be in a back into another slight lull in figure releases, depending on what's popping up next. I mean, I think the big next thing in my as far as my Amazon pre-orders is like the 7-inch page punchers. I think I still need to get Haunt. So yeah, I might need to fill that void there with some new stuff. Oh yeah, Duke Thomas. Can't wait for that. And then yeah, Blackest Night. Oh yo, you made it. Hey, thanks for following, man. Joel, the those 7-inch page punchers are some of my most anticipated figures of the year, especially Constantine for sure, but just in general, those things look dynamite. I'm really curious to see if they're maybe just kind of the way that light up Hasbat. They put a few extra little paint apps on it and stuff and kind of plussed it up a little bit. I'm wondering if maybe those page punchers kind of feel maybe a couple bucks, like they're worth maybe a couple more bucks than the just regular Multiverse. Maybe slightly more paint apps and polish and stuff. Finner, I have seen She Spawn fairly recently in the store. Oh, Alex Pro. This thing is just it's awesome. It just looks so cool, man. I really like it. I dropped this thing, but I really pleased with this. I really like it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I don't have any just tremendous insight or whatever. He just looks fucking cool. Cool silhouette. Cool colors. Hang on one sec. Oh, how about Commando Spawn too? Anybody else pick this guy up yet? This is my favorite Mortal Kombat Spawn so far, no question. He's fun. He's really fun. Insane that there's no gun, but Bones, what's up? Hey Bones, did I send you this message? Somebody I think I meant to send it to you at least. Hang on. Let me find this. Bones, we got a comment from Articulated Hero. He wants us to collab on a video. He says, I would really love it if you did a video with Bones from Necro Zoo. You guys are great. My go-to guys. What do you think? What does everyone think? Necro Zoo from before. Collab. Gotta give the people what they want. Puppy Plagues. I don't know if it would be a wrestling match. I don't know if that would be a very good. I don't think that would last very long. But I do think my kayfabe would be pretty good. Bones. I could my my audience interaction I think would be good. But when it when it came down to to actually wrestling, I think Bones would kill me in one punch. Is Invincible still image owned? I'm not sure about that. Hey Eddie, what's up? Classic Predator, you're in Europe. Well, you know, Classic Predator, the I have been on a streak of getting some hot new stuff like right when the first retailers have gotten them, because people have been hitting me up say, hey, GameStop has this, hey, Walmart has this. So I'm not sure when I'll even see Commando Spawn in the store in the US, because Amazon still says another month at least, maybe more, maybe like 2 months out, August or something. So yeah. Nomad, you got your Mortal Kombat stuff coming from Big Bad. Hell yeah. Robert still owns Invincible. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I didn't. The you guys are talking about Diamond Select, and that made me think about that. I was thinking about that, how that Nightwolf could make for a cool. Combine them with maybe some Westworld figures. You could do some custom like Western scenes. With all these horses Todd's given us. The new Arkham figures look fantastic. I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna just go with those exclusive store. Oh, Nick, did you lose me? Can you hear me? I don't know if I'm gonna get the exclusive store Arkham figures, the Red Hood and the Scarecrow, Amber Scarecrow, monochrome Red Hood, or if I'm gonna get the regular ones. I think I might get the store ones. I don't know. I haven't even added them to my cart to see what the shipping for the bundle would be. I think you could probably get this off here pretty easily. I don't know if there's I don't know if there's sculpted head underneath that. If it's glued or if it's also pegged, I'm not sure, but I think this will come off pretty easily. Yeah, that is a hot dog Red Hood, but he does look he looks cool. Arkham games are, I think, just about peak Batman. I agree. I think they're pretty close. I think they're pretty close. You know, I don't know. The Arkham games or animated series are probably peak Batman. Yeah. Yeah, they're hitting Arkham hard with those. That's the Arkham Knight, Scarecrow, and Red Hood, and then it'll be the Arkham City Build-A-Fig wave. Yeah, Storm collectibles do look good, but it's just I'm kind of over. I think the sort of designer toy. I'm just kind of just for me. They don't get me wrong. There's some incredible designer high end toys, but they don't pack enough of a punch for me to like want to collect a bunch and feel worth that higher price point. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have a hard time not getting that Dead Strange hot toy though. God. All right. I need to start thinking about eating lunch, folks. So yeah, Eddie, I was looking for Superwoman this weekend. She was not at the store around me. My Target is getting the layout change, and I don't like it. It's being changed to a store layout that, in my experience, I don't know. This might be circumstantial, me connecting dots that aren't really there. But the Target store layout is being changed to a store layout that traditionally never comes through with figs. I don't ever find new shit at Targets that have the NECA section in the back. The Targets that have the NECA section in the front and in the separate toy section against the back wall, those come through. The ones with the NECA section and electronics in the back don't come through. This has been my experience. Oh, Scott Knight, I'm sorry. I saw your message earlier. I meant to. I'll try to send you a picture of the Rogues Gallery. If you want to help, that'd be amazing. We can make sure. All right, guys. Time to wind it down. Final remarks. Any thoughts, questions for the road? Excuse me. Appreciate you guys letting me talk my ear off about my comic book when you probably came to talk about figs. Appreciate you folks sharing my enthusiasm, though. Yoy, Alex, peace out, gentlemen. Good to hang with you. Oh, cover variants. Well, Whacker Maker, the book has a lot of. It's 32 pages. Only about half of that is story, and the rest is like gallery pages with like pinups. There's an alternate cover design, things like that didn't make the final version. But as far as putting alternate covers out, that I'll probably just move on to issue 2, instead of doing stuff like that. So, yeah. Hey, Jay, first name, Puppyplex, Dom Life, Somber, Yeezy, Eddie, Classic Predator, Pixel Junkie, Ryan, Finner, Vagabond, Gabzilla. Who else was in here? Was Desaro in here? Tyler. Oh, Tyler, this was your first stream. Yeah, hey, I'm glad you could make it, my friend. Always good to see you, folks. Truly appreciate you. I will. Hey, Scott Knight, thanks for all your help as always. Nick, good to see you, bud. I'll try to. My community posts have fallen off, and we were in a good rhythm, and that was actually helping me like sort of keep touch with you folks in between videos and stuff. I'll get back on that, and I'll try to just give you more advanced notice for like the game streams, and then yeah, I want to do. I need to do some customs soon. I've got one in mind that I definitely want to do. Maybe we can get started on that on the next one of these. I could get to sculpting. Yeah, we got a lot to do. I think it might be a little bit before another figure review, depending on, if anybody comes through. So, all right, guys. Puppyplex, love you all. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. Yeah. All right. Peace out, gang.